That would be dope.
That'd be pretty cool if we had like a cool little soundtrack or something. All right. What's up, everybody? Morning, morning, Sam. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Ray. Jara was very upset that we weren't here yesterday. I don't blame you. You can go knock on YouTube's door and let them know to fix their live stream.
Yeah,
we're here ready to go.
Yeah, go yell at YouTube. Who's the CEO of Google? Go yell at that person.
Whoever that is. You go through their filings and check it out. Yeah. Well, morning. Oh, man, we got the normal crew here today. Tactical Trading. We got Lewis. We got Daniel, Ruth, Cruz. Awesome. Turf here.
Lucen had a pretty gnarly trade there on
Dude, that's Turf. That's my boy Turf.
Our friend Turf.
Yeah.
That's a pretty gnarly trade on Vav. Yeah, sick trade there. All right. Well, we got about 13 minutes. Let's go through the routine. Bryce, you're sharing your screen today. I'll let you go first.
Yeah. I have two stocks that I'm kind of looking at and like not really. One of them is CLDI. Looking at this on the short side primarily because just got a lot of resistance, a lot of overhead here between that $1 and $1.50 level. If we go to like more of a 15-day chart and a 15-minute, I like to turn off after hours a lot of times. But you'll notice here just a boatload of resistance here around $1, more at $1.10, then more at $1.30. So I don't think this is going to be the best long today. Now, I'm always open to being proven wrong. But a lot of resistance here. And then SOAR, this one is a little bit more interesting on the long side, but still not. It's just not holding up that well pre-market. My point being is today I don't really have any A+ setup, like anything that is overwhelmingly screaming at my face like this is what we're trading today. Just a couple of things that I want to keep an eye on. Same case with, this is kind of Matt's trade idea here, but Open, OPEN. Breaking down, we just the same way that we call a stock a multi-day breakout, stocks can have a multi-day breakdown. That multi-day breakdown level here is at $2.25. And so I'm just keeping an eye on that for a short through these levels here. SSR is on this one, so a little bit challenging to get filled, but we got a pretty key area of kind of support resistance here that we're breaking underneath now. So will certainly be interesting. If I get short, I'd be risking like 280. Well, realistically, I'd probably want to risk higher or lower than that on an intraday level, but that's like the area I see right now. If we start getting above there, I think we probably turn into a long. But anyways, that's really all I've got today. Oh, wait, no, I lied. I got one more. Was NIV? No, what was it? NVNI. Wanted to keep an eye on that one, kind of as a day two play here. Big kind of slam down here out of the gates this morning at 4 a.m. after it looked like it'd be a strong gapper. But then it reclaimed, and it's actually holding over yesterday's highs now. So interesting. Something I want to keep an eye on, but not something that's screaming at me, go buy this. If anything, if this could get a really hard swipe to like $1 plus, I might look at it as a short. But besides that, kind of disappointing, man. I don't know. You're thinking like VWAV and everything. A lot of the big runners yesterday kind of just died off. Anyways, what else you got? Give me some takers. I'll throw them in. My computer's working surprisingly well right now.
Let's see. I think we covered Open. That's probably my main watch today. I know that's on the short side. On the long side, BMNR, I think could get very saucy. They just announced a $1 billion buyback. I know they have an ATM that's $5 billion, so kind of interesting. They're selling and buying at the same time. Yesterday, there was a huge slam because basically all the shares of their private investment became available. So obviously kind of slammed on that. Not surprised the next day they announced a buyback. So I guess it's 50-50 for me right now. The point is, everyone's expecting this to go down. You can take a look at SBET. When SBET filed that thing, it got smashed. It went from 40 to 10 or 15 before bouncing back again. So maybe just see some shorts get caught off sides here. I'm not a big fan of the treasury plays. They've just been super weak for 2 weeks at this point. So kind of like a 50-50 play. Out of all the day one movers, I think CLDI is the strongest, but it's kind of running up into some resistance from 3 weeks ago. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if it's got enough juice to be able to break through that
today.
What?
What's the news on that today?
Some FDA crap. FDA fast track designation for one of their drugs. First in class stem cell viral therapy.
Ooh. I've seen, and it doesn't happen often, but there are some of these kind of day one moves like this that they just kind of squeeze everybody out. They normally don't hold up that well if they do that. I've only seen this happen a couple of times. But they just rip through every resistance level because everyone's thinking, oh, it's got to top out at $1. Okay, it's got to top out at $1.10. $1.30, and then it breaks out and it squeezes out all the shorts and then it fades all day. But there's a chance this could have some really good morning strength still. It's just I wouldn't want to bet on that anomaly. But that's my take on that. I like your BMNR idea. I kind of forgot about that. And like you said, right, with SBET, that thing tanked. This held up pretty well, relatively speaking.
I think the first 15 minutes on this thing is going to be pretty telling. Basically, does it catch a bid? Does it hold up? Or are we just going to get smashed again? So,
well, if we're looking at a daily chart here, right? How you tell me, how often is it that you just get that? I mean, what did it go? 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks of consolidation at 40? We break underneath it. When's the last time you've had a trade that was that easy? That was that dirt simple. It just if it curls back through here, that's just kind of a fake breakdown at that point. I mean, this thing everyone's been waiting for the bounce to 60 or 70. What better way to do it than by breaking down first for one day,
Facts. A lot of people talking about STAI. I feel like it's got some work to do. I don't think it's, obviously ran pretty good yesterday after hours. It held up. That's a plus, but it's got a glass wall, as I've been calling it, above it. So
thank you.
Yeah, so definitely some work to do. It's in the right sector. It's pretty hot. Potential. But again, I don't think it's just going to slap out the gate. Same thing with SOAR. Same thing with CLDI. I think they all just need a little bit of a breather. There's a lot of potential. I think the last thing I said to Bryce before we went live is there's a lot of potential today. One of them's going to run. I couldn't tell you which one. If I could right now, I'd be a billionaire. But one of them's going to move. I can promise you. We just got to figure out which one, and that's just going to take a little time.
You can't say you would be a millionaire, though.
Exactly.
You already are. Do you already know? Do you have kind of an idea of which one's going to run?
BMR, no volume. I want whatever you're drinking this morning. Holy guacamole.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No volume. Hold on.
Timothy. It's got 7 million shares on a $30 stock. What's that? 21 million? I can't math. $210 million?
If you okay, here we're gonna play a little bit of a comparison game here, okay? So just for fun, we're gonna go on a 1 minute chart. We're gonna turn on extended hours here. So CLDI is at 96 cents a share, and don't get me wrong, it's on its lower candles. It's trading 200,000 shares. BMNR is a $34 stock trading 200,000 shares. I would say there's pretty good dollar volume, probably more than most of our day one gappers today. I wish I had a dollar volume filter. I know you do somewhere.
AEHL just popped up. Probably does nothing because I can't find any news on this thing. But yeah, just want to put that one on radar. AT&F just announced their news. They've been halted for a while because of their news.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They just announced it. I mean, ugly chart. But they should be resuming here. The news is upsized $425 million private placement for the Ethereum reserve. Again, these treasury reserves have not been doing too well, but just keeping everyone updated there. Okay. Bryce, you talked about Navini? That was the other one too. That one
I did talk about Navini.
Dude, just killed me. I had a little bit overnight and it gapped out like 30%. So kind of killed the vibe, but has so far reclaimed back. So maybe we get some chasers.
Yeah. It's a 50. It feels like a 50-50 one.
Let's see. That's what we got, folks.
That is what we've got. BMNR, I'm just going to put this up so I don't forget it. SOAR, I'm liking less and less, if I'm being honest. I think for now, I might set an alert on that, but I'm liking this one less and less.
Sam says, didn't think things halted pre-market, something changed. They can halt on news.
Yeah. No volatility halts.
Yeah, they can't volatility halt. But if there's a big news event, I think it's kind of just like market makers' discretion, to be honest with you, on when they halt for news versus when they just drop the news. Doesn't really
love it when market makers just get to do things discretionarily.
Yeah, what was it? Selk yesterday? Yeah,
yep.
CLC. I know the market's about to open, but it ran like 100%, then halted because of news, and then ran like another 200%. So it was very strange.
AEHL. I'm definitely curious. What's going to happen here? You know, AT&F looks like they're going to wait for the market to open. Yeah, I think I've got BMNR up just as a reminder for me here on my other screen as well. I like the idea of wait and see what happens out of the first 10, 15 minutes. Navini, open, we'll see. I've got a small starter. Yeah. Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. AT&F still halted.
Yeah, that one will just randomly probably start trading. Let's see what we got, folks. Hey, better. Today is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Which is a pretty good sign for me to just say, I'll let a great trade come my way. I won't. I'm trying to get better at that too. That's not something I've been historically great at. So I want to do a better job today. Hands behind the back.
I just keep trying to fill on open. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm not getting filled.
Yeah.
Click. I've been trying to fill for like 3 hours.
I got my starter. We'll see if we can get a pop. That probably was the pop right there. Like that 1 penny pop out of the gates.
Yeah, we're officially broken down at this point. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. We will see.
There you go. We got some upticks.
Yeah, I just filled a couple more finally. STAI trying to percolate.
Yeah, I don't love, and I mean, I tried
to percolate.
I could be very wrong, but I really don't love when they do their move after hours and then like can't do anything pre-market. It just feels like they get too much resistance to make a strong run and too much support to get a clean breakdown. Like you just have this range that you define. That's my uneducated opinion because I don't really track anything regarding after hours gappers. But
thank you for the uneducated opinion.
Oh, AEHL halted up. Oh, trying to halt up.
Yeah, man. Like I said, that one's the sketchy one of the day.
I know. I know. I love a good old sketchy stock of the day, though. You know.
Do you? Do you really?
Oh, I like to watch it.
Circling around, checking BMNR.
Yeah, BMNR. Little dip and rip here.
I just don't know if it's enough for me to want to buy it, to be honest, folks. It might run. It's just there's our halt up, huh?
Yep, AEHL halted up officially. I take a little starter on BMNR. 31 or 32.45. I'm just gonna risk low a day on it.
SOAR, nothing. STAI, nothing. CLDI, nothing.
Open, there we go. Open sesame.
Open sesame, I like it.
Muchos, big move.
Jara, coming in needy. Take off the news alerts. Yapping at me for not being here yesterday. Mama,
Bryce, take off the news. What are the news alerts? I don't even know what.
That's the tree.
This is how I always have it. What do I?
Go to a different chart. Or a different one. That one's halted. Do you see all the bubbles?
I see. Like that.
Yeah, come on.
There's nothing wrong with that. I like to see if there's news. STAI. That could be fun through $1, like a 101. It could be. That's a kind of an interesting little trap and maybe recovery there.
Which one?
STAI. I don't love it enough, but like the intraday is interesting where like they kind of got that fake little perk up over $1, hard slam back to 92, and now we're recovering. I've seen worse is what I will say. But I'm not personally going to take it.
BNMR.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice movement. IXHL, ouch, is right.
Damn. Oh, what happened to it?
I don't know, just slammed. Halted. I don't see any news or anything. Halt down.
Whoa. Wow.
That's annoying. They made that one like impossible to trade.
In every way. In every single way. Long, short, it doesn't matter. That was a tough one. What else did I have anything else in particular on watch? CLDI? No. Wow. CLDI is the only stock that I had on my watch list that I've kind of been just keep it for like the last, since yesterday, the only one that's green. I had CLDI, CYCC, Open, Vape, IXHL, and VWAV. They're all just deep red right now. Oh, I don't think there's actually a trade on it today, but interesting one that's holding up better than expected is NEGG. Remember this from a couple of weeks ago?
What's it trading? 5 shares?
Yeah, 100. A million. But I mean, it definitely an interesting chart though. I love these kinds of charts for multi-day breakouts. Oh, wait, speaking of breakout, BMNR just keep grinding up. Give me 34. Give me a pre-market high breakout.
BMNR. I guess Bryce just traded that one better than I did. Took my idea, made all the money.
Well, we're not out yet. It can always pull back. Don't you worry.
Took my idea and all my money.
That should be a song. How is ATNF still halted? What's all this about? NVNI, I don't really love that. Nothing of interest there. CLDI, unfortunate. Just gap and crap.
We were talking about UNH options. They've gone so far from $6 to $1 already.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Already.
Wow.
Sad.
Big sad.
Big sad. I can't push every button. Too much going on.
Yeah, honestly, I forgot about it until you just mentioned it. So, oh, do I just sell BMNR here? 33.80. Take the nice little scalp. Move on to my day. What do you mean? Oh,
SLRX, huh? Is that actually doing something? Yeah, it looks like it's trying to halt up again. There's a classic example of a stock that I don't like to trade.
Yep. When they just like grind down all morning long. All morning. It probably, honestly, probably could be a decent short if it popped to like 250. You know what? Give me 34 BMNR.
Double halt on AEHL.
Wow. Oh, SLRX halted up. AEHL double halted. Nice. I just sold my BMNR there. Thanks for the trade idea, Matt.
I'll send you my Venmo.
I'll send you my Venmo.
You're the one who made the money today.
Well, exactly. This will encourage you to trade it next time. Imagine you have to pay money for missing trades.
That would make me not miss them.
Exactly. Man, I really don't have anything big on watch right now. I wish I did. Open, big bounce back. Unfortunately, probably just going to be a slower mover regardless.
Yeah, open's kind of a swing for me.
Yeah. This is I wouldn't mind sizing into a little bit of a more of a push or waiting for a lower high and then.
Whoa, IXHL. Look at that chart.
Oh, God.
It's halted up.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, my gosh. What?
What in tarnation?
What in tarnation? What is this?
I don't know what's going on. I really don't. That's crazy.
That is absurd. BMNR, I'm a piker.
SBET's bouncing too? Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not enough of a bounce. CLDI. Can we do a little dip and rip here? A little.
I was just looking at that one too.
Yeah, I do like. If there's a day one gapper that could do anything really fun, I think it's CLDI. Right now, I don't feel confident enough in it to be like, this is the trade of the day. But what's SCNI? Oh,
It was one of those big gappers that then just like faded all morning.
Yeah, no. ATNF, you're still halted for some reason. STAI, I'm taking that one off the watch list, I think. Navini, I think I'm taking that one off the watch list too. Open, really strong bounce. That SSR bounce on it.
I'm trying to figure out where to get an ad on open short there. Let's see if we can get to almost red green.
What is red green? Like 35?
Yeah, 34. Oobs, UAVs.
Wavs.
What's that one doing?
I had
That
news
back?
this morning.
I know we got drones still trying to be hot.
Yeah, not bad. And CLDI, I don't. Maybe it curls. It's unfortunate. We just really hot pre-market, really kind of cool regular open or cool open here. Not cool like
I
fun.
said one of them's gonna run. It might be this AEHL. We got
It probably
15
is.
seconds. Pull it up.
It's up.
Let's see what we got. It's soaring. Flying.
AHL heavy. It's just not. I mean, it's fine. It's just like not able to break out of that pre-market high here yet.
Let's see if it actually. It's not holding down, so they might catch it. But not entirely surprising.
No, not
DMR, good sells. That one's eating off a cliff.
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 33.85 sells a little early, but I've never been known to top tick.
Thanks, Brett.
If I wasn't known to top tick, I would have nailed open there. We were literally saying, I'm trying to figure out where I should add. Apparently, right there, at that exact spot. But that's okay.
Someone says, why don't you like trading the morning fader? Seems to work. Because my glass wall. I talk about this every day. Bryce, pull up SLRX is a good example. Draw the glass wall for everybody.
Glass wall.
You got a rectangle tool, rectangle.
Oh, do you like your rectangles, don't you?
Yeah. It doesn't need to be perfect, but just no, go up.
What? How do I go back? There we go. Like this area right here.
How he uses the rectangle tool a lot. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, just go all the way across. Okay. There is literally a ceiling. Okay. So I know that at the absolute most, this is how much money I can make. Why would I want to be in that trade? Right? And specifically looking at what are we? SLX?
SLRX. Yeah, let me also
right now, obviously we're late here, but what I'm gonna risk 50 cents to try and make at best 20 or 50 cents? Like never. Now that doesn't mean we can't break through the glass ceiling. We can, but I would be willing to wager 80 to 90% of the time we are never going to break through that glass wall. You're just gonna run straight up into it, smack, die, and fade back off. I'd rather have a higher edge.
And I already know what some people are thinking right now, but it opened up at $1.50. It's already up 75 cents. Like buying it open there is the biggest gamble. Like where are you going to risk if it doesn't work? No, still 50 cents probably. You know, I mean,
right.
It's just when they've opened that far under VWAP, there's a reason for it.
Right. Like clearly people have been selling all day. They're just any little pop, they're going to look to sell again. They're going to say, thank you. Thank you for your expensive shares.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, this is probably a great area for a short. Just on most brokers, the borrows are very expensive on that.
Boom! I guess FX.
We don't have a good enough
setup. We have a limited budget, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I was gonna say when we get a bigger budget for these live streams, we'll have real sound effects buttons. They're gonna. Oh wait, we do kind of have a sound effect button though. Hold on.
We just have a gong. The gong's for good things, Bryce. AEHI was not a good thing.
Hey, if you're short AEHL, it's a great thing. It's all about perspective, my friend. All about perspective.
Do we got anything running?
No. No, that's why I'm just hitting a gong.
Sure, great question. What are you guys going to do with E-Trade Pro closing? I have a MacBook and my software predominantly level 2. Yeah, it sucks. I haven't used E-Trade Pro in probably a year. They just kicked me off of it like forever ago, which was super annoying because that honestly was my go-to software for like 5 years. And yeah, so honestly, I think probably for a broker standpoint, if you like E-Trade Pro, Thinkorswim's not a bad place to be. Or we're going to talk about Tradefunder too. And Tradefunder, depending on your situation, I think is probably the best option. But again, depends on the trader. So I guess we can talk about Tradefunder while we're waiting on some trades to set up.
Yeah,
so you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead and share yours.
All right. Well, I'm going to need you to introduce Tradefunder then.
I can introduce Tradefunder. I got to here we go. No. Look at us, Matt.
Bigger budgets, here we come.
Okay. So going back to Turk's question there, E-Trade Pro closing. And like Matt said, I think a great option is for some people, Thinkorswim, and for people who like that kind of platform, the E-Trade Thinkorswim style platform, check out Tradefunder. It's, again, funded trading account, $25K in buying power for $800 plus the $99 platform fee, which is just a sweet deal. And it is so similar to most of the brokers that a lot of you guys are familiar with. It's super simple layout, really clean, easy to use. But I mean, again, the actual platform for most people is kind of the least of their concerns when it comes to using something like Tradefunder. That's when you get to actually trade with a much bigger account than a lot of you guys are used to. Certainly than I was used to when I first started trading. And that's why it is such a sweet deal, because like we're seeing all these stocks right now. Again, maybe not today, but like even BMNR is an example, right? Not that it was crazy range, but I took it 32.30 to about $34. You know, with a small account, you can't really get that many shares. Maybe 100 shares, maybe 200 shares. But when you're trading with something like Tradefunder, now all of a sudden we're talking about like 500 to 1,000 shares on a small move like that. It's a predictable move, which again, thank you, Matt, for the trade idea. Very predictable. But even at like $1 or $2 a share, $1 or $2 a share move with an account like Tradefunder, those are the types of trades that become money versus using a smaller account where you can only make like 50 or $100. Now with that same trade, you can make like 500 or 1,000. Anyways.
I'm going to answer some questions like Jaris. She says, so with Tradefunder, you can buy 4,000 shares of the stock. I guess do some simple math is going to be my answer. If this, click the link, ladies and gentlemen, click the link. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to put it in there, right? All of your questions, I guarantee, are going to be answered on this page here, right? Are we affiliates with Tradefunder? Of course, and that's actually why we have such a good deal for you. If you go to Tradefunder's website, you'll see it's $1,400 plus the platform fee. Pay it if you want. Here, thanks to a great deal we've got with Stocks to Trade and Tradefunder, they've done a great partnership. It's $600 off right off the top. So you can get started with just $800 with your platform fee. Now, going to Jared's question, can you buy 4,000 shares of stock? You can buy 100,000 shares of a stock if it's 10 cents, if it's 20 cents. You have intraday buying power of $100,000. You, for $800, will get a $25,000 account. That's your equity with $100,000 of buying power. All right, very standard. That's what most brokers do. But with this, your loss is limited. And we've talked about that and why it's such a big deal, why I think it's a great idea for new traders, because the most amount of money you can lose is your sign-up fee here today to use Tradefunder. So $800 plus, again, there's a little platform fee in there. What's your upside? Literally unlimited. You could make $1 million and they'd pay you out $1 million. All right. Now, on the upside, they do take a profit split. So that ultimately is how Tradefunder makes money. Now, why are they doing this? Well, the reason they partner with Stocks Trade is we put out great education. We do live streams like this. They want good traders. Why? Because if they have good traders making money, guess what? They make more money too. Okay. So that is a very simple explanation. I think Tradefunder is a great opportunity for most new traders. Now, is it a good fit for you? I can't answer that. You got to go figure it out for yourself. That's why the link is there. So go check it out. Go use that link. All right. Review it. the example I give all the time is, would you rather open up a $5,000 account and lose all your money? That sucks. I don't want that to happen. Or basically you get 5 tries with the Tradefunder account and you get bigger account. As Bryce was kind of saying, bigger accounts lead to bigger profits. It's no secret. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, and I want to go over a couple of questions that are that you can't probably answer if you go on, or you probably still could answer if you just click the link. If you have a question, click the link. But I'm gonna go through a couple here. No, you don't have to buy stocks every day. You don't have to trade if there's not a good trade. The same way that you don't have to trade your account if there's not a good trade. There's no requirements to how many trades you have to take. Turk, again, this is probably one where you should just click the link. There is no trading from 4 to 8 p.m., but there is trading starting at 4 a.m. This is a good question. Jeff, yes, exactly. The Tradefunder, correct me if I'm wrong, the most you can lose is $800 plus the $99 a month platform fee. That is correct, right? So again, we got the screen up. Again, encourage you to just click the link because it's right there. But look at that max end of day drawdown. What that means is that they're going to, whoa, what do you?
I'm changing the
That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I like some of these other ones a little better.
Well, you can be
so Tradefunder will give you a drawdown of up to $3,750. All you put in is $800. Plus the $99. Dude, you look like a toddler. Ooh, this one's fun.
All right, go back to your explanation.
Sorry, your face distracted me. No, yeah, the most you can personally draw down with your own money is $800 plus that $99 platform fee. The most Tradefunder can draw down off of that is $3,750. But with that said, that daily loss limit of $1,000, if you take, let's say you're trading today, you sign up today, and I don't know, you buy BMNR, except instead of it going up $1 a share, it went down $1 a share, and you had 1,000 shares and you lost $1,000. They're going to turn your account off for the day and say, come back tomorrow. You still have $2,750 before we completely shut your account off. It's meant to practice risk management, to protect them, to protect you. The truth is, you really don't want to be taking massive swings throughout the day. Matt, how do massive swings generally work for you? Not good.
Depends on the mood. Depends on the mood. No, let me give you guys a scenario. Very realistic, okay? You get started with Tradefunder. You make a mistake, you lose $1,000 on your first day. First of all, you should not be risking $1,000 on your first trade. All right, let's just be real here. But let's say you do it, you mess up, you make a mistake, you lose $1,000. They just stop your trading for the day. It's like a little timeout. They just put you in a timeout. They say, hey, you've broken some of our rules. Come back tomorrow. All right, you still have your account, right? Which is a great change that they made. We advocated for that, and they made it happen, which is very exciting. Now, what that means is you've lost $1,000. So now your drawdown obviously started at $3,750. Now it's $2,750 because you lost $1,000. Say for whatever reason, smack, you do it again. Well, day 2, you lose another $1,000. They stop you out. You still have an account. Your drawdowns before they close your account's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so really you can do that 4 times basically before they just shut you down for good. Now, Gene has a great question here. When you make profits, does that offset your $3,750? Correct. So, Gene, say you go make $5,000. All right, easy math. All right, that doesn't mean your drawdown's still that. Now it's $5,000 because you have profit in there plus your $3,750. Okay. Now, with that said, let's say you make your $5,000. You want to withdraw your profits, right? You withdraw your $5,000, kind of like resets the account, right? But you got your money, you got paid out. It just kind of reset the account. If you want to keep the money in there, it does give you a little bit more breathing room, obviously. So that's kind of a personal decision. You can decide what's best for you guys. Devin has a tax question. Look, I'm not a tax person. Bryce certainly is not a tax person. But basically, the way it works is you get 1099 of what Tradefunder pays you out at the end of the year. Take that to your CPA, let them handle it. You don't have to pay for anything that you do not earn, right? Because obviously their 20% split is their end of the profits. So it's not like you got to pay for that. Jarvis says, so Matt's payout is $15,000. What if you make I'm not sure if I follow you here, Jara.
Matt, okay, I know what they're asking, but they're
Max
asking
payout.
you.
Oh, max payout, right?
Yeah, no, so they're saying, Matt, so if the max payout is $15,000. If you scroll down,
here.
Basically, if you're a trader that goes and makes over $15,000, they're going to reach out and offer you a bigger account.
Right. Which is honestly what you want.
And then from there, you'll get bigger payouts, better profit split, all that.
Right. There are some traders within the stock trade community and stuff who this is your like starter accounts who've then gone up. They talk about it somewhere, account size here, I think, right? Or somewhere. Weekly payouts.
I don't think it's one of the tabs. I think it's one of the.
Okay. Well, anyways,
FAQ.
Maybe it's over here. But basically, this is your starter account. They do have a pro account, and then they even have bigger accounts. I know people who use Tradefunder who have $1 million with them, and they have a good profit split. Why do they stick with Tradefunder? Because honestly, there's just kind of a breath of fresh air of knowing, like, hey, it's not my money. Hey, I can't, ruin my life by losing all my money. There's safeguards in place. Yeah. Someone says, can you set it up as an LLC? I'm sure you can, Eric. It's a good question. I would just reach out to them. If you have the link, just shoot them a support ticket. I'm sure they can. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, guys, go click the link. It's on your screen. It's been on your screen pretty much the whole time. I know it's long. If you are on YouTube, check the description or the chat. That's where it is. And I encourage everyone to go look at it. I'm going to pull up a couple charts. We got a little bit more time left.
Yeah.
And if there's any questions on the Tradefunder, let us know. We're here to help. As I said, I think it's really, in my opinion, for whatever my opinion is worth, I think it's really best for brand new traders who do not have enough to get over the pattern day trader rule. It's kind of like a hack to get over the pattern day trader rule. Or for traders who, for whatever reason, you just don't trust yourself, right? Everyone goes through that period of time where maybe you're not trading good, maybe you're making mistakes. You just don't want to risk your own money. Honestly, maybe you got a big tax bill. You want to buy a new car and you don't want to have all this money tied up in your brokerage account. Tradefunder is a great opportunity to kind of get around that and to still have a good trading account to be able to make some good trades. What broker and data feed is their trading dash linked to? Well, so they're a prop firm. They're T3. Again, if you click the link, it'll explain all of that. T3 is one of the largest prop firms in the United States. And their platform is very, very simple to use. Yeah. Let's see. This AEHL, cue the noise sound effects. Yep. It got absolutely smashed. So that's pretty gnarly. STAI is our one that is running here today. Bryce, I'm going to go grab a glass of water, but feel free to chat away.
Yeah. I was going to see if Matt could switch the screen back to me. That's okay, though. We'll let him grab a glass of water. STAI is the one that's running right now, and this is kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, right, where I said I personally don't love this. But what is really interesting about that in the same breath is that fake dollar break that it gave right out of the gates. Hard slam back down to 92 cents. Then we got that recovery and that finally that curl through. So any short that was betting on that was like, oh, it was just a fake dollar breakout. It's not going to keep going. They're underwater now. And as I was mentioning, largely one of the reasons I don't love trading these is just because there's a very tight, they're, when I say these, by the way, I mean stocks that gap up after hours and then just kind of hang out there all throughout pre-market. You got a really clear range, but it held the bottom of our range just fine, that 90-cent level, which is just a key area of support there on the chart. Now it's just going into the upper limit of the resistance, in my opinion. We'll see. It could break through it. But regardless, nice trade. I mean, that was a nice 15, 20 cents a share from the $1.01 breakout level. I think, I could be wrong, but CLDI, I do like this here. This, if I'm going to take an attempt on it, this is the area. If we start breaking through that 83-cent area, I'll probably take a long attempt and see if we can test pre-market highs. But
yeah, STI is the nicest look. Open is trying to crack lows. Go for lows, baby. Yeah, that's kind of a swing short I got on there.
Yep.
Bruce says, I think I'm going to give Tradefunder a try because eTrade Pro shutting down. Yeah, honestly, to get started, super small starting investments. If you like it, you can open up multiple accounts. I know someone was saying the other day they opened the account for themselves and their son, I think.
Yeah, that's
which
cool.
is great. Tom's got a question with Tradefunder. If you have $5,000 in profit and request a payout, they will only use $2,500 to pay you out. You need to have 30 days above 250 for them to pay. Not 5 days.
5, not 30.
Holy guacamole! A8 is red.
Right on the day.
That's crazy.
There's open breaking lows.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
What a turd.
How do you find third day surge setup pattern? What is your criteria to keep on watch? I'm going to be really honest with you. All I do is at the end of the day, I wait and see which stocks are up the most, and I keep them on a list and I watch them for a few days. And if they're holding up, well, they're holding up. Maybe they set up for a third day surge. If they're not, then I just take them off the watch list. I don't really have anything too specific. It's just about really largely keeping an eye on what's moving. Again, going back to Isaac Newton's third law, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. It also works with the stock market.
Wisdom S price.
Well, you know. Oh, ATNF. Oh my gosh. Pull up ATNF. You're going to see something fun.
Is that unhalted? Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's unhalted.
That's something.
Oh my gosh. What a dog water stock.
Dude, literally. If only there was a warning that might have happened.
I know, if only we had gotten to see that before.
If only there was some sign that told us maybe this is going to happen.
Oh, wait a minute. There was.
SGD doing good. Is it back? Oh, it is grinding back up.
Not back.
I was going to text you, Bryce. So this company has, I can't remember how many warrants, at 162. Look at the high. Like the warrants are priced at 162.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
this is an area I'm not extra familiar with, like warrants and everything, but I believe as long as the stock hits that price throughout the day, they can effectively sell then at any other price throughout the day, or maybe there's a range. But
yeah, I think it technically depends on the warrants, but
the type of warrants, that makes sense.
More of the story, you're pretty much correct. They also have a lot of other warrants in between, though. But they have warrants from last August at 162.
Oh, soar. What in the world?
We're soaring?
Flying. Oh, we're soaring. I mean, not anything I loved. I don't know how to trade that, but just straight up into high a day.
So I'm saying glass wall, baby.
Glass wall.
All right, we got STI, we got SOAR, we got SGD potential. This one, garbage.
Gone.
Garbage.
IXHL gone. Beanie?
Vinny's that old MULN. I'm just watching it because look at this chart. Isn't that hysterical?
I know, it's insane.
Like, honestly, just insane. I think this probably runs, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason I'm watching it. One of these days. It's just
what day is it?
Yeah, so kind of watching it to see what's
does
up.
It go down to 0.005 before it runs? Does it? I don't know. What, you don't want to keep ATNF on there? What's your problem, man?
For some reason, Bryce, I'm just not feeling it.
Oh man. MCVT, kind of interesting. Not enough. Not interesting enough for me. I don't love that multi-day chart.
It looks really good if you just want to ignore the extended hours.
No, I mean,
pretend like it doesn't exist. But the problem is it does exist. So,
oh man,
CLDI still not breaking down for sure. SGD, STAI just grind. Little larger float than we're used to seeing on those runners.
Which one? STAI?
STAI, yeah. What's my thought on the Navini breakout? That it's a turd. I can't say anything worse than that on this live stream. Insert R-rated comment here. They all work. That's what I think about Navini. Terrible.
Man, I thought maybe you'd have something going crazy by now.
Dude, I'm telling you, Benny's gonna curl one of these days.
I don't disagree.
It's gonna go up like 200%.
Matt, the problem is this is obviously post split now, but I can tell you the rough time frame. I was trying to catch a bottom on Mullen, and it was in December of June of 23. June of 2023. I was like, oh my gosh, it's already gone down all it can go down. Do you want to know what the equivalent price is, or can you see it on yours?
Of what? Just tell me. Are you talking about MULN?
MULN, which is now Benny, I was trying to buy the bottom, what I thought was the bottom in June of 2023. The equivalent price per share was $9.720 billion.
Insane.
That was 2 years ago. It's down to 5 cents.
Insane.
So I don't know. Will it bounce? Maybe. Well, yeah, it'll bounce, but how far down will it go first? That's my question. MCVT, interesting. Breaking high day. Problem is, this feels like a short.
MCVT?
Yeah.
Yeah. Glass wall, baby.
Glass wall.
Now, granted, the glass wall here is like 100% higher. So, like, understood. This one might run, but it's still there. So, important to keep in mind. Rappel, kind of a big company. Going straight up. It's not the most volatile. The chart looks good, but understand, the intraday chart looks good. The daily chart, not so much. What's this? Just like FDA rejects its drug? Yeah, so probably a useless garbage company, huh? Martin says, "What's up with the share price? Do you want to talk about MULN?"
Yeah. So we got a Benny.
Which is now Benny, by the way.
Benny, aka MULN. Basically, what these companies do, it's known as a reverse split. And so if their stock company is at, or their stock price is at $1 a share, and they want to do a 20-for-1 reverse split, oh man, we're going to do some math here. And this is not what I excelled in. So let me do my best to explain. They will reduce their share size, their float, or their outstanding shares by 20x, but they'll increase the share price by 20x. So nothing really changes other than that it becomes a way lower float with a much higher share price. But then what happens when it goes from, $20 where they did the reverse split back down to $1? Then they do the same thing again. And then again and again. And all of a sudden you get something like MULN, aka BINI, where once upon a time, the equivalent share price of that stock was, I was giving you June of 2023. If we want to go back even farther, we can. And to their IPO date, I can't even read how big of a number this is. 130.
I didn't take that math class.
13068000000. Like, it's in the trillions of dollars. And it's just all that really is to say, long story short, is it's a dilutive company, a company that dilutes their shareholders, and is trying to constantly find ways to do offerings, reverse splits, and not a stock you want to be invested into long term. CLDI, man. No, I don't think it's going to do it.
Nah.
That should have done it like 10 minutes ago. It's a bummer. LiDAR curling up. They did an offering. I'm not a huge fan of LiDAR.
I guess it depends how far it's curling up. No, not enough.
It depends.
No. If this was at like 6, I would say yes.
AHL is red 20% halted down.
That'd be bananas, dog.
That do be bananas.
It's got to be a Chinese stock, right?
You know, I don't know.
Antelope Enterprises? Yeah, China.
Is that your bet? Or do you know?
No, I just looked it up.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well,
that's bananas, dog. That's one of the craziest moves. I'll pull it up. I took it off my screen here. From 6 to 3 without even a attempt at a bounce, just straight down.
The worst part is I had a short order for the pre-market high break, and it stayed under it by a penny.
Oh, really?
By a penny. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna be that mad. I also wouldn't have expected a move like that to happen. I'll be honest with you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think our time here is over.
Yeah, no. You know what I'll give? I can't speak for yourself, but didn't really click that many buttons this morning. Traded BMNR, short open.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just short open. I have a stop at highs. Gonna go swim, take a nap. Hopefully it's at 150 when I wake up.
I like that.
That's just trading, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make it harder than it's got to be.
Yeah. Guys, if you are just tuning in right now, or if you've been here and you are trying to, you've heard about our Tradefunder deal, which we just talked about, click the link in the chat that we can drop here in just a second.
Click it. Go to this page. Then at the top of this page, hit get started in less than 90 seconds. Fill it out. All right, incredible deal. $600 off, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That is not something that you see every day, but we got it here at Stocks Trade. So click the link. Go see if it's a good fit. Get a funded trading account. Stop risking your own money if you don't have to. Can't wait to see what you guys can do with this.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited. Guys, we will be back here tomorrow as long as YouTube Live continues to work. But it did today, so I've got some faith in my homies over at Google. How much longer will these lives go on until we stop doing them? That's a wisdomous answer, isn't it?
Goodbye, everybody. That's it for today.
Have a good one.
Later.